Hey, this is Dr. Laura Koniver, and today I'm going to do a whole different type of video than you're used to seeing from me. I'm going to be trying different alternative therapeutic solutions and holistic medical approaches to healing, and I'm going to do them myself as a guinea pig, and I'm going to report back to you if that therapy, in my medical opinion, was worth the time, energy, and expense. Today, I'm on my way to a float tank, so I'm going to try sensory deprivation therapy. And what I want to know, from my limited understanding of what a float tank is about, is it actually so much more therapeutic, and is it worth my time? Is it worth my financial resources? And is it worth the 3 hours that it takes to dedicate myself to having an hour-long float and taking a shower beforehand and taking a shower afterwards and driving to a float facility and driving home? As far as I know, I can get the similar benefits from taking an Epsom salt bath at home. So the only difference is they use pounds and pounds and pounds of Epsom salts in these float tanks to give you, and it's encapsulated to give you this sensory deprivation space and time to heal. I find that very intriguing because in my PTSD course, we talk a lot about setting safe boundaries and surrendering to the process, and only when we're in that surrender can we really move forward. And so if this sensory deprivation tank, this float tank, is a way to really access and expedite this surrender, I want to know about it. So I'm going today, and I'm going to let you know. I'm going to experience it. I'm going to walk you through what I'm doing, and I'm going to walk you through how it felt afterwards. And then I'm going to go and look at the medical research, because on the website that I signed up for this float, they said there was extensive research on sensory deprivation and float therapy and the benefits. Now, as a physician, I have not seen that research. But if it's out there, I'm going to find it for you. I have not come across it in the popular medical literature, but I'm going to go home and I'm going to do a lot of research and try and really dig out, has there been studies, medical studies, relevant studies on the benefit of float therapy? If not, I certainly know that there's benefits to magnesium, and I know that the skin can absorb magnesium. So even if there's not medical therapy studies on float, I know for a fact that there is therapeutic benefit just from the high concentration of magnesium. But I want to know what that feels like, and I'm going to tell you if I found it worth spending half a day going to a float tank. I'm picking up a friend. We're going to go check it out, and we'll get in here. Okay, Stacy, fatal flaw number one.
What?
Okay, sorry about this. Fatal flaw number one, you're not supposed to shave, and I shorn my armpits last night.
It said like 6 days or something. Oh.
So my legs, they're hairy, but my armpits, they're gonna be burning.
Okay, well, I shaved mine a few days ago.
Oh,
for the first time in 6 months.
My second concern is, let's face it, I don't go more than 10 minutes without peeing. How the hell am I going to do a float for an hour?
I know. Did you drink coffee? Oh, Laura?
Because if I don't, I'm used to 3 cups. 1 cup, that ain't nothing.
Okay, well, that's nothing for you.
Do you have any concerns heading in?
I just feel funny about being naked.
They're private. We're not in the same.
Okay,
we're not in the same. She's got her own room, I got my own room, but there will be no video filming for the nudity.
Right.
Okay, stay tuned.
All right, I am in the room with the pod, and it is way bigger than I thought it was. Now I have zero worries about claustrophobia. You can literally sit up. You sit straight up, and there's a light on. You can turn off, but I'm probably going to leave the light on the whole time this first time that I do it. And it has a little shelf that you can have a little spray bottle of water, and you can put in a paper towel, washcloth. They have all these things for you. They have earplugs if you want them. I probably won't use those. They have some Vaseline for anything that might sting. So you guys know I'm going to be putting that on my armpits to avoid the sting. And you have your own private shower. So you can shower, get in here for an hour. And then they turn the jets on to let you know gently that your hour's up, and then shower again. So I'm gonna get naked. I'm gonna turn this video off, and I'll let you guys know how it goes in just a minute.
Okay, I just successfully finished my first float, and I'm definitely more relaxed than going in. What about you?
Yes. Awesome.
I feel like probably how I'm supposed to feel all the time, but much more centered. So that's good. I did not have... At first I was thinking, why is it even sensory deprivation? I didn't feel sensory deprived, because I could definitely feel the water. I was actually cold the whole time, but I'm always cold. So I could feel like most of my body being out of the water because it's a lifting experience. So I was cold, so I didn't feel a sensory deprivation element.
I did. But I'm a little cooler blooded than you.
Yeah.
So I wasn't cold, and there were times when I could not feel the difference. I was like, where am I? Yeah. Until my hand would touch the side of the float or whatever.
Yeah. Definitely there was a sense of the closest thing I can imagine to being in outer space, because it's definitely different than swimming and floating in a pool or even in your own bath. So the part of my question was immediately answered. I feel like this is wobbling. It was immediately answered because it definitely was not the same as being home and putting a ton of Epsom salts in. Because I was literally, actually I didn't like it because it was curling my shoulders forward. Did you get that feeling of... And I have a problem with tightness in my neck, so I wanted to arch, and you can't because it's pushing you up. So the first thing I noticed immediately is it will tell you everywhere you're tense and tight.
Yes, I agree.
Because normally I do feel tense, but when I was in that thing, I was like, like a...
Yeah, and mine was all up here too.
I was like, oh my God.
I kept realizing my neck was all crammed up.
So it'll tell you anywhere you're tense, and then
my
it'll
legs,
take it away. Because by the end, I didn't have any muscle tension. So that was so much better than at home, even if I poured 6 bags of Epsom salts in.
Yeah, you're in there, and I turned off the light.
Yeah.
You did too.
Okay. Pro tip number 1: they give you a light, just turn it off.
Yeah.
Pro
it's
tip
much
number
better
2:
black.
they say you can wear a bathing suit. Go naked. I'd be
Don't.
so irritated if I had something on during that.
Yeah. So I felt like I was. At first, I was a little freaked out because all I could hear was my heartbeat.
Agreed.
You can't hear anything, and it's pitch black when you open your eyes.
Yeah.
So I love that, and at first it freaked me out. Like, I want to connect with something bigger, but then I realized it's all about you, Stacy. This is all about like you dealing with yourself,
connecting with what energy you're bringing to that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Definitely.
Totally.
So I want to go back.
I want to go back because I've heard it gets better once you have the novelty wear off a little, and you can maybe go a little deeper. That's what I'm hoping for.
Major developments. Major developments. Stacy has noticed her hand, which was red and eczematous this morning.
Eczematous. It has like psoriasis. What is it? Eczema? Just eczema? It was all red. It's not, okay.
Yes.
Well, it's what she said. It is now gone.
I have noticed that I've turned into a complete airhead, and I'm not sure I like myself anymore.
No, I like you. We almost got hit by a car.
Well, yeah, like I'm so slowed down. It's relaxing, but I'm not used to it. So
Yeah, she's all chill.
I'm more chill than normal, so I kind of like it. But I'm also feeling like when I get back into the swing of work, it might be a little difficult because I got 1,000 things on my to-do list and I can't think of nary one. So
That is
Reflections Part 2. I've been sitting with it and thinking about it as we've been driving, so I pulled over to do Reflections Part 2. Okay, I want to be clear. It physically was really good, and it was cheaper than a full body massage, like an hour massage, plus you have to give a tip. This was cheaper, and I feel good. Like every inch of my body is relaxed. My skin isn't tight. My hair does feel a little dry out. I gotta
Hair's
tell
a
you.
little dry.
But I do feel that it's really good. It's like better than going. I mean, I don't know. I'd say I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I feel better than after I go to the chiropractor or physical therapy or massage. So I really physically, but spiritually, I wanted this sense of that I was in God's embrace. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I spiritually could very much, which was comforting, and to anybody who's nervous about going, I did not feel disoriented, freaked out in the slightest bit. I didn't feel claustrophobic. The thing was huge. I was cold. It was so huge. That's how much air is in there. There's no sense that you're going to drown. It's literally 11 inches, and you're not even more than 4 inches into it.
No,
because
and the salt
you're
lifts.
being pushed
It's like
out.
gel.
You couldn't submerge your face if you wanted to.
No.
But it did reveal to me how tight I was. So I actually sat up, and this is how big the thing is. I sat up and did some yoga moves and stretches and twists and stuff, and then I laid back down, and I was more comfortable at that point. So physically, I'd say it exceeded expectations.
Yes, agreed.
But sensory deprivation, disappointed. Would you like to see Dr. Laura and friend try other alternative holistic healing modalities? Because I'm thinking they had a salt room there, and we're going to go back and possibly make that part 2. And I'm also thinking cryotherapy, acupuncture. If there's anything that you want to see me try out for you, you can leave me comments below, and I'll look into it. Stay tuned.